Another week. Hey, you got a football win, Coach.
I know, it's great. It was great. I'm really excited. I think that I really do believe that we're going to finish this year really strong. I think that Coach V is pushing the right buttons. I think we had a great dominating performance at home, and hopefully we can carry that momentum and into Nichols and go down there and get a win.
5 games left, right?
Yeah, 5 games left.
So there you go.
And honestly, every one of them is winnable.
Every one of them is winnable.
Yep.
Of course, I think the other teams are saying the same thing.
Yeah,
That's the problem with that.
Yeah, but I think we've gotten better. I think that, defensively, I think you said it before the show. I mean, what, 7 quarters?
There's 6 quarters now
6 quarters?
without giving up a point.
I mean, that's a big deal.
No,
and,
it's an improvement.
So, because at first they were running through us like Swiss cheese there for a while. So we're getting better, and that's a really good thing.
Jim Gazzolo, Heath Schroyer, Polk Nation. Are you excited about it now? All right, I'm going to ask you. You're a week from basketball. You had a scrimmage Sunday. Can we talk about the scrimmage at all?
I don't know if we're allowed to or not. I don't know if we're.
They look good.
Allowed to.
How's that? They look good.
I think there's some things, some scores on Twitter that people might want to
look to be correct.
Look up, but yes, but yeah, I'm excited. But again, I think that all of our fall sports are coming down to crunch time. I mean, soccer's got a chance to really finish out and have a good year. Volleyball still has a chance to get to the conference tournament, and I think football. Again, I'm really encouraged about the last game, and I think if we can just have momentum going into Coach V's second year, I think and
show recruits that there's
absolutely
that there's improvement.
100%.
That's the big thing people don't understand, because you're not recruiting. You're no longer just recruiting the kid for 4 years from now.
That's right.
You're recruiting the kid that,
right now.
Say you lose a junior linebacker or something, you're recruiting in the portal for that kid's replacement too. So you want to show them that it's not a 4-year rebuild.
That's right.
That they have a chance to get to the playoffs next year.
For sure. Absolutely.
So you're recruiting on 2 different levels.
Agreed.
A strange time at that. You had your dinner this week for basketball.
We do.
Obviously,
Wednesday.
That was. But the interesting thing for basketball season is this. You're starting 2 new eras with 2 new coaches.
It's true.
Which is unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And you have one program that you're trying to rebuild with a championship coach. You got another one that has a championship pedigree now with a new coach.
Right.
So which one do you look at more and say there's more work to do?
Look, I think both of them have expectations to win and compete and win championships. Mm-hmm. Period. I think that, Coach Gazzardo came here, brought his whole team and staff.
Team, staff, and recruits.
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 They're here. I think that, when you return the player of the year and Garcia, and you bring back DJ and bring back, a core group of guys at this level in particular, that was a huge statement. And then the recruiting class that Coach Armstrong brought, there were more, and Will said this too, Coach Wade, there are more people that answer the phone and know about McNeese basketball now than ever before because of that one game in the NCAA tournament. And you go to back-to-back NCAA tournaments, and then you win a game, all of a sudden, like, your 4-star, quote-unquote, players pick up your phone.
And also call you.
Yes.
Because they see the exposure and the opportunity that they would never have seen before.
That's right. So
the second game is huge. That was a Saturday game.
Huge.
Played when it was the only game on in the tournament.
That's right.
It's kicked off Saturday. It kicked off the second round. So you were the only game on TV.
Correct. And look, we've said this on the show before, but at the last 3 or 4 minutes of the Clemson game, our website crashed.
Yeah.
I think that we are.
I was afraid you were going to crash on the court there. You guys were knocking around.
Boy, when we started turning over, get pressed. But anyway, I think that the brand, McNeese brand, is continuing to get bigger and better. And I think that obviously we're on the heels of an unbelievable run. And to go back to your question, I think that both of these programs' expectation is to cut down the nets and get to the NCAA tournament.
So you have a chance to be flying all over the country at that time of the year.
That would be awesome.
That's back-to-back days.
That would be awesome.
You could play 4 days in a row.
That would be awesome. There's nothing I would love more than to
And
start
you're not going
out
to drive. We know that. you don't drive anywhere.
going to a men's game and then going to a women. That'd be unbelievable.
Even if they were even in the same arena, you wouldn't drive.
Oh, my
You'd
gosh.
find a way to fly.
Whatever.
You'd make me drive. One little bit of sad news, though, we want to get to is this morning, early Monday morning, Stefan Sterling, a former McNeese football player, passed away, a member of the 79-80 team that went to the Liberty Bowl. So that's kind of some sad news, and that's now the second. Interestingly, he played in the Super Bowl in '86 against Keith Ortego, another McNeese player who's passed away at a young age. So
yeah, it's sad. It was I got that news last night, and obviously thoughts and prayers to his family, and he's one of the best that's ever put on the blue and gold.
Yeah, played quarterback here, played receiver in the NFL.
sure.
When we come back, Todd Townsley will be here. It's his arena, Townsley Law Arena.
Correct.
So so you built it. He has the mortgage on it now. Is that how
He owns it. He owns it. Yes.
When we come back on Poke Nation.
What makes having a local lawyer important is it's all about relationships. When judges know the lawyer and the lawyer has established credibility over time with the court, they know enough to trust what you're telling them. Lake Charles must be a wonderful place because now lawyers all over the state claim that Lake Charles is their hometown. I thought you could only have one hometown, and I know this is ours.
Well, it's game day at the Legacy Center, and the McNeese Cowboys are warmed up and ready to play. Cowboys have a new player this year, number 22, Katie Ferdinand. This girl loves basketball and McNeese so much she can't wait to get out on the floor. And we're off. Shoemate tips the brewer, and there goes Katie.
Ferdinand Financial Group supports the McNeese Cowboys.
Craving a quick fix? Evans has you covered. Bring the kids in and cool off from the summer heat with their favorite ice cream. Fuel up with protein snacks and energy drinks that will power you through the day. Locally stocked and family owned with fresh food prepared daily. Evans has everything you need. Evans Corner Store. Come visit us on Ryan Street.
The Cowboys are going to do some really big things. Really big.
McNeese athletes bring big energy, big plays, and big spirit to every game. That's why Lakeside is proud to be such a huge fan. We're a hometown team too, in the business of backing big dreams across our community every day. And we always bank on big wins with McNeese Sports. Go big with Lakeside and McNeese.
Join Don's Wash Club and score big on clean rides all season. Unlock discounts on washes, interior cleanings, oil changes, and more. Whether you're tailgating or heading home after the game, keep your ride looking like a pro. Not ready to commit? No worries. Scan the QR code on screen to see what we're all about. Enjoy your ride with Don's on McNeese, Ryan, and Nelson.
Welcome back to Poke Nation. It is an honor to have Mr. Todd Townsley. Welcome to Poke Nation, my friend.
Thank you. It's his building. Happy to be here.
It is his building. Okay, so we are in Townsley Law Arena. How does that sound?
It sounds great.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It,
It's a little bit of a clunky name because it's a little bit long, but
You didn't want to go with something like the Judges' Chambers or something? Townsley Judges' Chambers?
that'd be nice too.
Okay, so let's kind of jump into it. Is what made you decide to invest into McNeese Athletics at this level? Obviously, it's $4.5 million. The $1 million question is why?
Yeah. When I moved to Lake Charles in 1991, after graduating from law school, McNeese had a really exciting football program. The stadium was full, and I think that generated excitement in the area. I think it helped with enrollment. Then over time, that kind of went down. And when you became athletic director and Wade Roos supported you with the idea of we could get that same kind of excitement with basketball, and with the changing landscape of sports, basketball might be the best, quickest way to get back relevant again.
For sure.
I was on board with that. And you took a big gamble with offering Will Wade a job, and you weren't sure if he would even be eligible to coach.
Yeah.
And so
Very true.
Big gamble, yes.
it was going to take the community support to make it work. We needed to get the right players to back the coach. And I thought that vision was the right vision. And you and Wade Roos had already sort of started building a foundation of community support. I know y'all had really increased the level of giving amongst the corporate sponsors, and so we wanted to be part of that.
Yep.
It was successful, it was fun, and I thought we could continue it even after Will Wade moved up to a more high-powered job. You introduced me to Bill Armstrong. I think Bill Armstrong's going to pick up and
I do too.
could potentially even have a better team, believe it or not.
I'll tell you this.
Talent-wise?
I will tell you this. There is more talent on this roster than has been ever.
Probably ever in the Southland.
100%.
Probably
And
ever in this. There's more. This is a more talented team than I've ever seen in the Southland.
now, I will tell you that our league has gotten a lot better. Like when Will, and Will would tell you the same thing. When Will got here, we were 28th or so
Yeah.
conference in the country. This year, preseason, the Southland is the 20th best conference in the country. So it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah. So there's a lot more competition. My question is this: is 15 years is a long time.
Yeah.
And we've only had 2 good years of success here. Why the 15-year commitment, and kind of what does that say about what you think that the future could be here?
Yeah, the arena is a great facility. We're in the Cleckley room. I know Cleckley was in the legislature and had a lot to do with trying to bring the funds to get this built here. Our delegation in Southwest Louisiana really supports the university and things that make the university better. So our firm has been around since 1995. I'm confident that the firm is going to be around for a long time. 15 years is not that long considering the success I see our firm having and continuing. I think that the university wanted a really strong support that they could count on over the long period. Initially, Heath said we could do it for 5 years or 10 years, and I said, well, why don't we do it for 15 years? So we're committed to that, and I think that that'll take us through the next phase. If we become known as a basketball powerhouse, I think we'll continue to be able to get good coaches and good players here. To do that, you need to have the right kind of financial support, and Ryan Navarre has always been there too. And so between what Ryan's doing, what we're doing, you got the Boudreaux's Pharmacy to step up. You got the whole community backing this institution and this university, and now we're going to have great women's basketball here. I'd like to see the crowds come early and come for those games. I think 15 years was the right thing, and it's going to keep a solid foundation that allows Heath and Wade to plan long into the future.
Yeah, that's Heath's policy. If you can't beat them, steal them.
Yeah.
But one thing about it is the community is they've kind of rebranded this to be not you're sponsoring, you're with, but you've become a partner with the college, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I taught classes here for free for about 8 years in the communications department. My uncle, who started the firm with me, is a graduate from here. My wife graduated from here. His wife graduated from here. So we feel part of the community. I think McNeese State University is a pillar of economic strength for Southwest Louisiana. We've got the plants, we've got McNeese, we've got all this new LNG We've got, a strong nursing program here, a strong engineering program here. So you can get a first-class education here. Half of our staff at our firm are McNeese graduates. 5 of our lawyers went to McNeese. So yeah, we feel like we've got roots here.
When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the naming rights here and what could be the future after this.
Craving a quick fix? Evans has you covered. Bring the kids in and cool off from the summer heat with their favorite ice cream. Fuel up with protein snacks and energy drinks that will power you through the day. Locally stocked and family owned with fresh food prepared daily. Evans has everything you need. Evans Corner Store. Come visit us on Ryan Street.
The Cowboys are going to do some really big things. Really big.
McNeese athletes bring big energy, big plays, and big spirit to every game. That's why Lakeside is proud to be such a huge fan. We're a hometown team too, in the business of backing big dreams across our community every day. And we always bank on big wins with McNeese Sports. Go big with Lakeside and McNeese.
Join Don's Wash Club and score big on clean rides all season. Unlock discounts on washes, interior cleanings, oil changes, and more. Whether you're tailgating or heading home after the game, keep your ride looking like a pro. Not ready to commit? No worries. Scan the QR code on screen to see what we're all about. Enjoy your ride with Don's on McNeese, Ryan, and Nelson.
We're back at Townsley Law Arena in Polk Nation, and a lot of things are to be. One thing that's different is for a Southland Conference school, this is unprecedented stuff. How important is it to be kind of a leader, do you think, in the conference? Because the conference has to play catch up now, but we've seen where some of the investments worked in some places. What's it like to be kind of the leader of that?
I mean, to me,
Yeah.
it feels good. Our law firm has never advertised. We don't have billboards or commercials on TV. So this was a way to give back and do something positive and to have our name on it, where the community knows where we're supporting and what we're supporting. That was important to us. The Southland Conference can catch up to us if we're not active and
Continue,
continue
that's right.
to support, because there are a lot of schools here that have a lot of alumni that are willing
That's right.
to
That's right.
try to catch us, and so our goal here is to stay ahead.
Correct.
That's what we need to do.
So let's talk about this a little bit, because I think this is such a unique story. But you grew up in Indiana,
I did.
and you talked about your uncle started this firm, and you went to Harvard Law. You graduated at the top of your class in Harvard Law. You could have practiced law anywhere in the world, and you chose Lake Charles. So talk. I mean, it's a unique. And I know. I could go on for a long time, whole show about this, but talk about that. Like growing up in Indiana, what brought you here, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, when my dad was 19, he moved from Maryville, Louisiana, up to Indiana for a summer job, working in a railroad creosote tie manufacturing place in Bloomington, Indiana. He ended up meeting my mom, staying in Indiana, so I was born in Bloomington, Indiana, where Indiana University is. Every Christmas, every summer, we would come down and visit our relatives in Louisiana who lived in either DeRidder, Maryville, or Lake Charles. No one on my mom's side or dad's side of the family went to college except for my dad's youngest brother, Rex. And so Rex went to McNeese State University, graduated in 1972, went to LSU Law School, graduated in 1975. I was born in 1966, so I'm a little 9-year-old kid who decides I want to be a lawyer, and Rex is the one I look up to. He's the one I follow around to his office. He's the one that gives me advice, and so in my mind, I was always going to work with him, and he's like, one day, if you become a lawyer, you can work with me. So, graduated from Indiana. I planned to go to LSU Law School, come back down here. he says, no, look, your grades are so good, I want you to apply to the top 10 schools. Apply to Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Columbia. So I did. I got into all those schools, and he's like, well, you got to go to Harvard. And so I ended up going to Harvard Law School. I was in the same class as President Obama and Neil Gorsuch.
So great.
And
It's
it is
so
true.
cool.
I could have gone to
Yeah.
work anywhere. So Rex got nervous that I wouldn't come back, and he sent me a letter saying, you know, your grandfather was a janitor, your dad drove a bread truck, your
Yep.
grandmother was a cook. You can come back and work for the people, or you can go work for a big corporation. You're going to be a lot happier if you come back here and help people. So it was an easy choice.
It's a unique story.
It is awesome. It is.
So
one
are
of
you
the
more
greatest
proud
stories.
of McNeese's basketball success or Indiana's football success?
I guess I'm equally proud. Indiana had decent football teams when I was there. Bill Mallory was a coach. We were very happy if we went 7-4.
Yeah.
But Kurt Signetti is unbelievably gifted and a great coach.
7-4 ain't going to cut it now.
No, they want to make the playoffs.
For sure.
When you see the investment, because this is partially an investment too for you.
Oh, yeah.
When you see investment, did you and Heath talk about possible move-ups to different conferences and that, or?
No, I know that at McNeese, if they get the right opportunity, and it's a good fit, that I would support that. The community, I was concerned, wouldn't necessarily offer the same level of support for the team after Will Wade left, but pleasantly surprised that they did. That everyone stepped back up and offered the same kind of contributions or a little bit more with a few additional people. So I think we can keep it going here.
No, it's in fact, his fingerprints are still all over this team. But it's interesting to see that this has kind of flipped into a basketball area all of a sudden.
It has, which is good for me because I grew up in Indiana and basketball was, the thing.
For sure.
And I really think the community is going to get behind the women's program.
I do too.
And I think the coach is fantastic, and I think that the community, when they see that, will support it.
But if they see the good product.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I think too, when I sat down and Todd talked about this in the previous segment about basketball, and look, we're in the Deep South, and football really matters. It's a cultural thing. But when you look at it from a business standpoint, our football program is at a different division as basketball, right? So, for example, McNeese football will never play Clemson in a bowl game because it's two different divisions. But McNeese basketball can play Clemson in men's basketball for the national championship for a tournament and win.
And win a game.
Right? So people, I try to explain it, but that's the easiest thing.
Football here will never be the best football team in the state of Louisiana.
Right.
Probably the best basketball team in the state of Louisiana.
I think so too. And I just think from a financial standpoint, like Todd was talking about, in the early 90s, when before, it was College Game Day and before all the things happened with the world, it's changed. College athletics has changed. And the one thing, if I was at a P4, I would be the same thing. Like Indiana's like, hey, we got to really, really invest in football here. But when you're at this level, we invest football at the top of the Southland for sure. But in men's basketball, we have a chance to win games in the NCAA tournament. Make this a national brand in basketball, where it's probably the only sport that can actually do that.
Yeah, and also it doesn't hurt that ESPN's going to be here and talk about your arena for 3 games for sure, but probably 4 or 5 every year either. So.
Well, I'm happy that that's happening. That's not why we did it. We're not really a national business. We get our business here in the state of Louisiana. But This is the right strategic investment, I think, for the university to make in the basketball program. And I think it was a right strategic decision for our law firm to make to support it.
No, it's quite a thing. When we come back, we'll get Coach's final thoughts. And then next week, we'll talk basketball.
Here we go.
Look at the preseason.
It's crazy.
Here we go. Where it's right here. When we come back on Poke Nation.
Well, it's game day at the Legacy Center, and the McNeese Cowboys are warmed up and ready to play. Cowboys have a new player this year, number 22, Katie Ferdinandson. This girl loves basketball and McNeese so much she can't wait to get out on the floor. And we're off. She made tips the brewer, and there goes Katie.
Ferdinandson Financial Group supports the McNeese Cowboys.
What makes having a local lawyer important is it's all about relationships. When judges know the lawyer and the lawyer has established credibility over time with the court, they know enough to trust what you're telling them. Lake Charles must be a wonderful place because now lawyers all over the state claim that Lake Charles is their hometown. I thought you could only have one hometown, and I know this is ours.
We're back, and obviously in Townsley Arena now, Townsley Law Arena, this week, you're going to have your first exhibition game.
Yes.
This is the first time you've ever had an exhibition game.
Exactly right. It's open to the public and it's free.
It's free, and you're going to have stuff. You're going to have autographs after the game.
Absolutely. We're going to have
A fan zone or something.
fan zone. It's going to be kind of like a fan fest, after the game where meet the players, bounce houses, face painting, all that. It's going to be great.
But this is different from a scrimmage because this is almost completely game-like.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
we're having a band, we're having cheerleaders, the concession stands open, et cetera. It is free. I mean,
Well, the
it's going to be
concessions
great.
aren't free.
No, it's not, but it's free
Somebody's-
admission.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It'd be nice if you give some concessions to the media, but you don't do that. So one thing about you were a former coach. Do you like this exhibition thing?
I do. I like it a lot because it's just something different about playing when the lights are on. And there's people in the stands and the popcorn is popping. I used to say it all the time. It's just different. And I think to be able to do that against another Division I opponent, I think is going to be really, really beneficial for the team.
Are you streaming it at all or no?
Yeah, we're going to stream it.
The women they went with the two scrimmages.
They did.
Because she told me that she wanted more kind of control in their first year to kind of get things straightened out. But the exhibitions itself, we've seen them become big events around. Some of them are using them as money makers for some things.
Yeah. And look, I would love to have an exhibition game against an SEC opponent here. We just couldn't get anybody to play us.
Even an exhibition?
I'm telling you, like Bill and I, Coach Armstrong and I talked about it at length.
Even that he's gone, somebody wouldn't drive 2 hours?
I don't know. I mean, they don't want to come here and have it open to the public, et cetera. It's crazy, but I would love to do that and do it even in a home and home, right? Like we come to your place, you come to our place, or we go there first, et cetera. We would love to do that, but
Maybe next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe next year. There might be some changes. You never
Yeah,
know.
you never know.
You never know what'll happen next year. But it is a thing where I think it's interesting that you're going to do that because Grambling's coming here. 2 years ago they were an NCAA team.
Right.
So they're not that far off. But it's a game where the fans get to see exactly how the rotation might look. It's kind of a good look to introduce this new team.
I think it's I don't see a downside, any downside with it. I think it's going
But
to be
you've got
really,
a technical
really
at an
beneficial.
exhibition?
I did get a technical at an exhibition one time. Yeah, yeah, that was a long time ago.
How?
It was a long time ago. I forget. Maybe I was out of the box or something.
Well, you couldn't stay in the box no matter what. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Look, we're coming down to the wire here in this segment, but I will have to compliment you. This new shirt is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to watch us on Wednesday and Sunday just to see how this new shirt. Poke Nation, it is an unbelievable day. Jim Gazzola has a new shirt, and it's actually long sleeve.
Long sleeve, and it actually fits.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. What a world we live in.
What growth we have on this show.
It's a animals, but it works. Next week we'll go talking basketball as the season's getting ready to start. We'll have our season preview starting next week on Poke Nation.